Hey, what's up everybody? 3D Theory here. Today is March 15th, 2025 at 11 a.m. and this is vlog number 76. Today we got some fun little projects that we printed out in PLA. DEEPLEE sent us over some filament, and so we're going to print out some really fun, high quality models, and they look really nice. So let's get to it. I'm going to unbox the filament for us today and show you what colors they sent us, and we'll get to printing. And nothing like a nice warm cup of coffee. In my vlogs in the past, I used to show the cups that I got. This is actually an older one that I hadn't opened up for a very long time. It's just been sitting in the garage, but I opened it up and it was given to me by someone who had worked on the Avengers movie in the writing department, and it was for the Endgame film. It makes for a good cup for coffee. And one thing I did forget to mention was that I 3D printed out this here test. I'll talk about it a little later, but this is in 2.5 millimeter increments. And I'm gonna attach this to a vice grip and 3D print out little L shapes where I can press down and test the filament strength. And I'm gonna press it down as far as I can until it breaks. So we're just gonna pop this on a vice grip as well as those L-shaped brackets that I made. All right guys, so here's the filament DEEPLEE sent us to try out. And I just wanna thank DEEPLEE for sending this over for us to review. We have two types of filament in particular. We have PLA matte filament, and then we have rapid PLA plus. So I'm gonna go ahead and open these up and show you the colors we got and go from there. All right guys, so for the first rapid PLA plus, we got a beautiful light gray color, and you can check it out here. We'll crack that open right now and see how it looks. Comes with that silica gel packet. Here it is. This is again rapid PLA plus in gray, and it's looking really nice. Now let's crack open that next box. All right, so here's that second box of the rapid PLA plus. I asked them to send me a beige color, and this is really nice. I thought that perhaps this beige here and this gray might be able to print something together that would go hand in hand and look nice together. I do like the color, it looks really nice. Can't wait to get working on it. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and open up the two other boxes we got. All right guys, so we got the matte PLA over here, and this one is a really beautiful color. It's actually called lavender purple. And again, I thought that we can print out some cool stuff using this color, and I also got a color that I thought might complement it, so I'll show you that in a second. Yeah, there you go. It's a matte PLA, lavender purple. Looks really nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up the second color now. And this one here is another really nice color. And this one is ice blue. I thought that lavender purple and this ice blue might be able to create something really nice looking. We'll have to go online and find a couple of models to 3D print, but this is already looking good. The wrap looks a little interesting over here. This one's really clean. The rest of them are really clean, but this one's a little unorganized, but we'll see how it turns out. Take a look at both of the colors here. I feel like we can make something really fun looking. All right guys, now that we got our filaments unboxed, let's go ahead and jump on the computer into Makerworld and to see if we can find something that will complement these colors. And not only that, at the end of this video, I'm gonna be doing a strength test and see how far I can bend these before they snap. And I created a little measuring device here. So each one of these notches that you see is 2.5 millimeters. So 2.5, then the gap 2.5, then the notch 2.5. And I'm gonna go ahead and place this on a vice grip, and I'm gonna 3D print out an L-shaped bracket looking piece where I'm going to put it on the vice grip as well and bend it as far as I can and see when it snaps, and we'll compare the strength that way. All right guys, let's jump in the computer. All right guys, so I came across a few profiles on Makerworld that I saw some cool stuff on. So this is the stool SK07 by SK07 Skipper 07, and I've been wanting to make something for my little one where she could sit on it and just enjoy it. She loves sitting on benches and stuff, so I'm considering either making this, or there's some really cool stuff on this one as well, 3D misprints. I'm particularly drawn to this little knitted bunny that I think would go good with the ice blue and the lavender purple. So I'm going to print out some of these here. So they look to be really small, so maybe I can make them a little bit bigger. And then I also found HP Invent over here, which have some really cool minimalistic looking vases and planters and what have you. So with that, I'm going to scroll through over here, see what I like. You know what? This one here, the Plant Pot Elevare, actually looks really nice. It's got that beige there that I'm going to be using, and also that gray. It has like a darker brown over here, which I don't have that color, but maybe I can just do a gray stand with a beige pot here, and I think this would look really nice as well. And then I also found Saber Design over here, which also had similar looking cool minimalistic designs that I'd like to see if I could find something I'll print out and maybe gift to someone. I think the missus might like something like this. Looks really nice. Cool, and it's a fun little design. I'll take a look at using maybe a beige on this one, and I think I'll just look for one more piece here. And you know what? This Echo Bowl and these Voronoi spheres look really nice. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to mention, these are by Helio. It's H3Li0. So the ones that I chose is the Echo Bowl by Helio. We'll do this in beige. And then we have these Voronoi spheres, which I can do in gray. This desk organizer by Saber Design might look good in gray as well. And I think we picked out the colors over here already, and these are pretty self-explanatory. I'll do one in ice blue and one in lavender purple. And this one, I think I'll do in ice blue and lavender purple as well. All right, guys, so I'm going to throw these into Makerworld, get it sliced out, and we'll start these prints. All right, guys, so we went ahead and printed out all 4 of those brackets in the 4 colors and types of PLA filament that they gave us. We got the lavender purple, we got the ice blue, we got the gray and the beige and the rapid PLA. And over on this side, we have some more of those prints that we were talking about, and we're gonna go through all of them. We have the little stool, the Voronoi spheres, the little tray that those Voronoi spheres seem to want to be in, according to the profile, that desk organizer or pen cup, as well as that pot for the plant with its legs over here, and these knitted bunnies. Oh man, these are awesome. Let's get a closer look at all of these. All right, guys, so the first thing we're going to take a look at is building out this stool here. If I do say so myself, this looks really clean and nice. The print quality from this filament is really nice. It's got kind of like a matte feel to it. I'm so used to printing with PETG that going back to PLA, I don't know, it's got a nice feel to it. I love it. But it's a very easy build. You know what? Looks like I gotta put this in first. So we're just gonna pop that through, just like that, and then pop this through. Yeah, that seems like the right way to do it. There you go. And then we can pop this in right here, just like that. All right, and here's the little pin, bit of a tight fit. I'm gonna hit it with my pliers over here. There you go. I'm just putting it in as far as I can get it to go. That feels like a little sturdy stool. Can't wait to give it to the little one. She's gonna love it. It actually looks really adorable. I like how it has little holes in there as well, so it's breathable and doesn't cause any sweating. All right, guys, that looks really good. The ice blue and the lavender purple. I'm really impressed by this PLA filament. And while we're on the lavender purple and the ice blue, let's check out these knitted bunnies over here. Guys, I must say that I am super impressed by how little purged filament was used. Here are the purge blocks, and it's just very little, because these little guys are hollow. So it didn't use a whole lot of infill, which I'm super impressed. And hollowing out your 3D models is kind of one of those things where you know you're supposed to do it, but then you forget to do it. But the modeler who made this, she did an amazing job with this. It looks absolutely fantastic. The slicing job as well looks fantastic, and they're just really adorable. And not only that, it looks great in this ice blue and lavender purple PLA, and I just got some black PLA there from a different brand, and they worked together perfectly. There was just a little bit of support material there and there, but it was easy to clean up, and can't wait to give these to the little one as well. Really looks nice. All right, guys, let's move on to the Voronoi spheres. This is in the rapid PLA, and I must say that they look really cool. They have some support material on the top here, but I couldn't get any of them to finish up. They just kept falling right off towards the end, and I couldn't get it to work. And I don't think this is due to the filament per se, but rather my slicer settings. The little platform that prints out along with it for support just maybe needs to be a little bigger. I need to probably change this from extra fine detail to maybe just fine detail, because I think it was pushing the filament to get that extra fine layer height, because if you look at it, it actually looks really nice. And it looks like maybe fuzzy texture was on as well. With that being said, let's move on to this bowl here, which was printed out in the rapid beige. Looks really nice. The matte finish of this is really satisfying. I don't know what happened on the interior here. There's a little bit of bumpage going on. Bumpage. But when you flip these over and pop them in, They really do provide a cool little art piece that you can just put on your desk and enjoy. The tones of the beige and the gray that they chose really do match each other. All right, guys, let's move on to the desk organizer here. This was done on an ultra fine setting, and boy, oh boy, it really looks like an injection molded piece. I don't see any layer lines whatsoever, and this looks so smooth. And the missus already saw it and she loved it and can't wait to gift this to her. This beige color for this design looks absolutely amazing. All right, guys, and last but not least, we got the pot for the plant. Here's the beige, and these are in rapid PLA again, and we're just gonna assemble it like that and pop it on. And just taking the camera off the mount here and taking a look at it as I rotate, man, this thing looks really cool. I could picture some sort of succulent in there. I know just the right person who would actually love having this. These are all gifts I printed out for people, and I had them in mind when choosing out these models. But man, I really like how this beige and gray are working together. All right, guys, I think we reached the more exciting part of this video where we got the little L brackets that we're gonna test and see how far we can bend them before they break. These are 2mm thickness, so I didn't want to go so thick where it was kind of too hard to break or too thin where it would break too easily, and I felt like 2mm was just the right amount of thickness. And let me zoom in here and show you the surface quality. If you guys can tell there, it's really smooth looking, has that little matte feel to it. Again, this is the rapid PLA, and here is the other rapid PLA, looking really nice. Here is the ice blue as well as the lavender purple. And let's go over, put these on a vice grip and get them tested. All right, guys, so the first test we got here is the rapid PLA plus of the gray. And I'm just gonna go ahead and push down and see if we can get a nice test going here. Oh boy, that thing is not breaking. Let's see, let's bend up. Well, as you saw, it went way past marker here, and I'm wondering if I can get kind of a gauge on how much it bent, but it did a really good job before it snapped. All right, guys, now we got the beige on there, again, of the rapid PLA. And by the way, this test is something that I just came up with on the spot, so if you know of a better way of testing this filament, please comment down below and let me know. But let's give this a shot. All right, so I'm gonna have to slow it down, but it looked pretty good. It's going up pretty high. I don't know if I'll be able to give an accurate reading with the test that I'm doing now, especially because I was intending on pushing it down. But again, we'll give it a shot. Maybe I can adjust this in future videos, but it looked like it held up pretty well before it snapped. All right, guys, now we got that ice blue PLA here. It looked like, if I'm not mistaken, the Rapid PLA Plus held up just a little better than these, but nonetheless, for PLA, it's doing great. All right, guys, and last but not least, we got the lavender purple here, and I'm just gonna pull it up again. All right. Yeah, that actually did pretty good as well. Again, I think the Rapid PLA Plus is going a little bit further, but I gotta double check it when I'm editing this video. But there you have it, folks. This was the PLA test. All right, guys, well, here's a little overview of all the things we printed out with the PLA and Rapid PLA Plus. Really happy with this filament. And if you guys are interested, I got a link to their Amazon page in the description below. All right, guys, that about wraps it up here in the Tiny 3D Print Farm. If you guys want to support the channel, please click that subscribe button as well as the notifications bell so you get notified when I release more content. Make sure to click that like button. Until next time, peace, love, and joy.